Nothing better than starting with yesterday's coffee. Believe it or not, our convenience store, okay, I don't like to do this, but our convenience store has better coffee than I believe McDonald's and Tim Hortons. Mm, it's good. What I'd like to begin with this morning is the gematria tree. If you take a look at this, this would be the body. It'd be like somebody doing this. All right. Boring. I'm boring? Let me tell you one thing. If I'm boring, okay, for myself, I ain't boring at all. I'm all excited because I see things that I believe are the reality and the truth of this planet. What brought things actually to build, the strength of building something actually comes together through teeny little pieces of building stuff until you get to the end. You go, oh my God, I understand you because of how things were made. Numerological sequences that were shapes and pieces of art till we can both have the same vision so we can build on things and be together as one. So this is the gematria 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. You notice 13 and 14 is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we move over. I like to call this the battery pack in between the left side and the right side. Here's one house, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1. So it's actually 6, 6, and then you go over 6 and 6. Let's not count the center one. The 3-1-3 formation, which will create DC, which creates alternate current, which creates B and D, or the letter M. Why? Because 1 and 3, when they're put together in a design, okay, when 1 and 3 are put together in a design, well, there goes that pen. I'm going to have to pick that up. When 1 and 3 come together in a design, okay, you have the letter B. But it's not only the letter B you have, okay? You also have the letter I. Because everybody knows that when you're building letters, you build letters as I, you put the V in, you get K, right? You've all seen this before, right? And inside the K is an M. I, and inside the K, because of how they create these lines, okay, you now have M, okay, H and I. M, H, I, K, almost like saying kosher foods. I don't know if you can see that in here, but let's just move on. Okay, so we're gonna put this aside and turn this back over. So this is the gematria scale, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. And over here, so this is the battery. This is 3, 1, 3, and this is 3, 1, 3. The formation is like this. Let's leave out A, B, C, because A, B, C, in the game of craps, okay, they tell you the value of the numbers. And these three numbers, okay, are completely separated and they're one-time rolls. Nothing begins until D. D and J are 14. E and I are 14. F and H is 14, and 7 is out. A, B, C equals to 6, and 7 is out. 1 and 7 is 8. 2 and 6 is 8. 3 and 5 is 8. The 4 is in the center. The 4 is what gives you the walk. The 4 corners come together. 4, 8, 12, 16 come together, and they entrap. The 16 comes together, and they entrap. 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 11, 11, 11, 11. That is 44 area space. 4 into 44, 11 times 4 is 44, plus 7 equals to 51 Mars. On this side, it is the inflated side, okay? Because when we go up the numerological value to the scale, in the alphabetical order, when we get to here, we get the Q. 1 times 7, 1 plus 7 is 15, 15, 15, and 15, okay? If you go to 4 corners, these are not all D corners. This is DJ. Okay, this is DJ. It's 10, 20, 24, 28 cycle of the moon. Here is Q. Here is W. Here is Q, here is W is 44, this is 80. This is a remarking of 420. This is where your communication centers come in. Here and here is 17 and 17, 34 DC. 10 and 10 is 20, 20, 34, 54, the number to the sun, the battery pack. That's what the designs do. I forget what we would call this, the cigarette burning on both ends and two battery packs put together. This is your alphabetical order in gematria. The value inside here, okay, here and here it's 1111. Here and here it's 32. 32 and 22 equals 54, the number in the sun. Over here, now we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to go and pick out where our vowels are. Our vowel is over here is E and I and I. 5959, EI, EIO, 510, 19, 28, and 7, 35, cycle in the moon. 7 and 11, 7 and 11, 7 and 11, 7 and 11. The exact shape and design on this side, and remember, this is one dimension. I would have to continue going up and down with these. You see this here? I would have to connect another one here and another one, putting this area in the center to the battery pack on both sides, and then I would have to rise it and lower down over here and build it again. So this design will tell us even more once we go a little bit further. I will have to keep putting up and over and surrounding this area, because nothing I believe is actually prime. Even this area over here, when we go back and work it backwards, okay, I'm going to go ABC and then I'm going to go ABC again. How will I put A next to each other? I'm not quite sure yet, but they will tell us. Over here is 27 and 27. What is above is below. Here is 7. So you see this line over here? This goes all the way through, dividing the top with the bottom. Or will I work it in this scale here? Here's your spherical Earth, right? We don't have to go to the top or the bottom of the Earth, because the bottom of the Earth is actually, we get the bottom of the Earth. We get the round on the bottom, but we don't actually get the round on the top, because the round on the top is actually the sky. So we live on this flat over here. So if we had above and below, we'd have no below, because we'd be sitting and we'd be just living on this area here, or on this area over here. This inside over here, thickness, is battery operated, or however you want to operate it with gears. Let's call it the Jetsons. You want to make it a flat surface, or you want to make this the top, or you want to make this the top. And we're living on this round, and the bottom goes underneath. Remember, we need the sky. So now you have E and I, E and I. And in this section where we have E and I and E and I, okay, we have R, R, U, and U. Ru. Almost like in Nibiru. R, U, R, U. R and U, okay, UV, sorry, it's R and V, RV. So RV right away means the recreational vehicle, right? Are we living on the battery or in the recreational vehicle down below? We live on this part of the Earth or this part of the Earth. 21, 21. Why? Because the cube value, I'm going to just remove the values in here and give it the cube value. The added value is 21. But let's not count the 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equals to 15. We add the 6, it equals to 21. 15. 15 is a basic number. 15 is a basic number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equals to 15. Then when you go 6 to 10, okay, it equals to 30. The total is 45. Then when you go 11 to 15, okay, it equals to, all the 1s will equal to 15. All the 10s will equal to 50, will equal to 65. Okay, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's your 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 15 is 15 equals to 65. When you get 16 to 20, in which you have to understand the first half of the board ends at 18. So you get 30 plus 6, 7, and 8 equals to 24, equals to 54. That is the number inside the sun. Now we're getting 19 and 20. We're connecting the other side of the sun, which is 39. This is the number that connects Saturn. 20 and 19. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 2019 is 39, and 54 is 93 in its own. Let's do this again. I could have had a mistake. Sorry, this is 51. 16, 17, 18 is 51. The total is 90. 51 is Mars. 39 is Saturn. The total is 90. The difference between counting 1 to 15 and then counting 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, okay, which is 30, and 11 to 15 equals to 50, and 15, which equals to 65, and this one equals to 90. You notice the beginning is 15, and every one after that, okay, the 15, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is equal to 30. And then 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 equals to 65. So we went 15 and 15, the same numerological value we get in tennis. Then we go 25 and 25. Now we go 20 through 25. When you add these up, you get 5 parts of 20 is 100. And then 1 to 15 is 15. You get 115. And then the totals are 15, 15, and every one after that is 25. Funny that the 1/4 of 60 and 1/4 of 100 is the time of 100%, the 10-10 world. At the same time, 52 is the Earth heart, and this one is Mars. They come together. 15 and 25 is 40, equals the blue world. 51 and 52 equals to 103, and that's the number to Mercury, bringing in the spirit. Earth, Mars, 4 and 3. And as we continue up the scale, when we go 26 to 30, we get 100, 26 to 30, okay? We get 4 parts where there's 20, that will be your 80, and your 130, that will be your 120 of the Twin Towers. 6, 7, 8, 9, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 6, 7, 8 is 21, and 9 is 30, right? 30 plus this is 140. 140 over, where's that? Over here. And you have again 25. The next one will be 165. The next one will be 190. The next one will be 215. There you're coming into your memory. At what section will we get 215? 26 to 30. And then we get 31 to 35. And that'll be, this is 165. And then you get 36 to 40. And then you get your 190. Artificial intelligence, zeros equals 6. 41, this is where your DNA comes into the sun, to 45. You add 41 to 45. You've got 215. That's your memory right over here. Your DNA into the foxhole is your DNA. You go from 46 to 50, and this is where it says she, and it becomes half. It becomes 240. This is where the Mayan cycle for time starts to come into 24 hours of man. When you go 51, which starts with Mars and ends at 55, this 240 becomes 265. And then 56 over to 60. Remember, there's 4 times 50 in here and 1 times 60. 1 clock and 4 times half the world. So over here you have 290. Then when you have 61, which is the beginning of the half-life and Saturn, to 65, you have 315. That's where it says the ace. Now we know the spirit has come alive. 66, which is the separation in your gematria, to 70. Remember, we have 170, we have 240. So the Mayan cycle, the day of man, has come in to Mars again. Backdoor to Mars. This one over here would be 25, would be 340 in the DC world inside 70. 71 to 75 would be 365. And now you have the complete year, 365. 76 to 80, which is now into communication. We have 390, and we're into Saturn, because that's what the numbers bring. Saturn, and it brings, boom, 369 rotation. Then you have 81, the number to Venus, and Ra, the human angel, fleshy robotics. 81 to 85, as you have 5, is 400. Plus 15, you have 415. 514 area code being brought in by the waters in Quebec. What is the area code north of Quebec is my question. We need to find out the area code north of Quebec. What is it in the Baffin Islands? What is it in Nunavut? What is the area code in Nunavut? When we get 86, okay, to 90, now we're bringing in our birth. Remember, the communication are 200 codes. 86 4 by 8 is 320. 1 times 10, where the 90 comes in, plus 90, plus 10. Why is it 10? Because every time we get a 6 to the next number, we go up the next level. But adding this 86, 87, 88, 89 is 30. Sorry, I made a mistake. It was 30. This will go to 440. This is area space. When you add, let's say 41 to 45, 1 and 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 15. In the next section, 6, 7, 8, 9 is 30. Okay, 30 and 15, creation in Mars, creation in Mars, creation in Mars. That's what it keeps. And then it takes you to the next equality level. So 86 to 90 is 320 plus 30 plus 90 equals 410 equals to 440. Now 91 to 95 equals to 465. And then 96 to 99, which equals to 360, and 30 is 390. And now we are in Saturn. Boom. Rotation is this number, 1.5 times this because of what Mars does. This one over here brings us into Jupiter, and we're at 390. Now add, if you want, add the 100, you're at 490. And the only difference between here and here, the gateway, is the 1010 world. This EIGHT, 7 times 7 is 49 Christ, becomes 496 rotation inside Mars. So this is what the number scale gives us. This is our battery pack operation. Before I end this, I just want to say that we have 313. 3 times 1, 3 plus 1 is 3 and 4 DC, which equals to 7 and 12. Gel is in Mary Magdalene. We have the gel inside of this. What is on this side is 76767676 is on this side as 39, 39, 39. All about Saturn, all about Uranus, and all about Saturn. Uranus, Saturn, and over here. The other thing I wanted to mention is that we have a 9 spot. Oh, that was on the other one. I need to bring up this one piece over here. In the center, the question is, if 1 separates everything, I would bring together this area here. 4, 4, 4, 4. I leave the 1 out. Or I say 1 section of 9, and then we can connect 4, 4, 4, 4, but it would only give me 3. So it would be 9 connecting 3, 9 connecting 3, 9 connecting 3, and that's the way the Saturn cycle goes. Inside, if we skip over and go into the next section, remember every box continues on to connect to each other section, right? This is the other. This section over here shows 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th area owns 1 part, 1/4 of every other area. The 5th part owns 1/4 of every other area. There is no 5. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 in whole, and 5 brings everything as having 1/4. 3/4, 3/4, 3/4, 3/4, and at the same time, this will create. See the letter L that's created over here. We either use the top or the bottom. We don't use the whole thing. Here's a C and a C that comes around. C and C is 33. And inside of here. The last thing I want to bring up, okay, I know I jumped all over, is that I just want to go into this last thing. No, we're going to keep it for the next video. I want to say Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. We're not done. Inside of here is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we go 1 is in the center, 2, 3, 4. 1 is in the center, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. The total in here is 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2, 4, 6, 12, 13. 13 in here is 26. Okay. 2 here and 2 here is 13 and 2 is 15. 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 and 19 is your 38. That's the number in the church. The other thing I wanted to bring up in here are vowels. Okay. The vowels in here. Inside of here and inside of here, there's vowels brought from the battery pack. In the battery pack is the letter O. And L and O are inside the battery pack. L and O. The reverse of L is O, 15 and 12, the reverse alphabet. These are all the reverse alphabets. M and N, 13 and 14 reverse. L and O reverse alphabet. KP, 16 and 11 reverse alphabet. Jack, Queen, JQ, okay, where the Q sounds like a K. The other thing we have to remember is the U is in this side, which stands for 21. 7 times 3, 21. The S and U comes together, 40, bringing into 40 worlds. There's something else missing in here. Inside of here, area space used. Okay, we might have 1, 2, 1, 2 up, 1, 2 down, 1, 2, 2, 1, 11, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, right? 21, 12, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 and 13 is 26, 36, 37, 47, 48. The number to the word sun equals to 48, and it stands for Pluto. 48 is Pluto, right? But when you turn it sideways, it's J and H, right? J, the 4 and the J come together as 1. So you have 313, then you have 1 area space, but this area space is 9. It's 9, 11, 13. It's 9, 11, 13, 13 and 9, which ends up to be 9, 4, 11, 9. It becomes 9, 2, 4, 4, 2, 9. The birth inside the split world of Venus, 1 and 1 is 2. An alternate current of Mars, B and B. So 9, 11, B, 9, 2, 4, 4. Area space, 44, M and N, area space. So the total used area space over here inside this battery pack is 26, and 22 is 48, and 7 and 7 are on the outsides, right? 1, 2, 3, excuse me, I might have made a mistake. I hope not. 1, oh, it's 9, sorry. 9, 99. Number 99 is to Jupiter. On the outside, and the last numbers over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 equals to 49. It equals to the word 8, and it equals to the word Christ. And inside the word Christ, if you take a good look, okay, it says 1, first. It says first. 3, 8, and 18. 18 and 11 is 29. 29, 2 times 9, 2 plus 9. That is the birth in 1. S and T together is 39. And that represents CL, which means the sky. CL, okay, L is her sky. And 93 is the number to Saturn. 3993. So we now have 313. You see where it's all a void inside here. This is gobbled up and it slips right in here. This is gobbled up and it slips right in here. Once this slips in here and this slips in here, they meet. There's only these empty spaces over here, where the empty space here is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 10. 10 and 10 is the area space it slips into. Is there anything else that I wanted to say? Inside of here it says 2, 3, 3, 2. 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1 area. Okay, then 1, 2, 1, 2 areas, 12, 21, and then 4, 3, 2, 1 again. We're going to leave it at that. I just want to say the word Lucifer, which is 333. 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27. 27 represents win a big red sun. Okay, and fair is a horseshoe or iron. Our heads look like the horseshoes or the iron. I want to say thank you very much for this short, basic video. Know me, plug me in. We are in the sky system. Fleshy robotics, right? Fleshy robotics. Everything I've done is from the other system. Brought down into this system, rehashed out and spoken to you like a real person. Raphael 7286 from the House of Paint. Thank you for watching.